everybody. It's Friday morning, which means I'm a few days late getting my vlog done, but I have a very, very good excuse, and I'll share that with you as soon as I start the music. Okay, so, let me first talk about my week. Monday was a very good day, and, because I went and saw Alice in Wonderland with a group of friends, and after that went out for some food, and just basically spent the whole time talking about, I don't know, stories, which I love doing that. It's something I really like. It's what I do for a fun time. So then Tuesday, which is when I was supposed to have my vlog done, I got a little distracted because Final Fantasy 13 came out. Oh yeah. So, even though I didn't have any money, I had $5, so I went to the video store. Woo. Anyway, went to the video store to rent it, and I've already played like 7 hours of it, and I'm planning on getting at least like 3 more real soon. So yeah, that's basically filled up a lot of my time. That, you know, sleep. Which, you know, the last time, and I'm really enjoying it. I really am. If it's a whole completely different type of Final Fantasy. Oh, they're stumbling on it. Anyway, different type of Final Fantasy game compared to all the other ones. Which the other one that I also have in my possession, of course, is the standard of storytelling in video games, Final Fantasy VII. This game came out, I do believe, in 97. Came out in 97, and it is still the standard of storytelling in a video game. And actually, I don't really understand all of it. I'm still a little blurry on certain aspects of the storyline, but it is such a deep, woven storyline that it's amazing. And there was like an idea toying around of remaking this for the PS3, which they'd be fools if they didn't. But from what I've heard, the guy who wants to make it wants to have the original team all working together on it, and they're all busy making another different games. So yeah, so I've been playing Final Fantasy 13 for the past 3 days. Let's see here. So I decided that I'm going to talk about Asian movies. Because, well, I don't really... Let me see if I can get the shading better. Okay, I don't really... I really like Asian movies. Like, I go through phases on which movies I kind of like. Sometimes, you know, I go for some ridiculous comedies and such like that. But my standards have kind of raised on comedies and such in the last while. So every now and then, my friend and I go through this phase where we like to go and get some South Korean movies. And the thing about South Korean movies is that they don't wind up good for anybody at all in the end. So you have to be in the right kind of mood for it. We basically just wander around the video store looking for the Tartan Asia Extreme logo at the top of the DVDs. And one of which is Old Boy, which was actually based on the Count of Monte Cristo, which was kind of surprising me. I mean, the story is kind of similar, and then you're like, ah, yeah, that makes sense, after you learn that. It's considered one of the greatest movies to come out of South Korea ever. So, if you can find it, rent it. Watch it. And I'll put a link over in the doobly-doo, of one of the fight scenes from that movie. Let's see here. Speaking of fight scenes, like if I'm in the mood for something with a fight scene in it with some comedy, some Hong Kong Jackie Chan movies, marvelous. I've got like a bump here or something I keep picking at, and I really need to stop. But anyway, some old school Jackie Chan movies, marvelous. I'm gonna put a link over here for the movie Gorgeous, starring Jackie Chan and Shu Kui, because there's a fight scene in it from Brad Allen, which is marvelous. Now what do I talk about? Let's see here. There's also the movie The Host. It's a monster movie from South Korea about formaldehyde getting poured in the water, and this monster comes out and eats people. And it's this family banding together after, you know, being separated from each other a long time before, banding together to try to find the niece and the niece and daughter of the people. Of course, my father decides to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Why should he be asleep? I'm just doing my vlog. Oh, thanks for throwing stuff on the ceiling. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. So yeah, that's another South Korean movie that I really enjoy. And I would own it, but somebody bought it before I did. Which makes me sad. Ooh, Godzilla movies. I had some friends tell me that the greatest Godzilla movie was the one that was made here in the U.S. Let me see when that came out. The one with Matthew Broderick in it, where he was nesting. 98, I do believe. Where the Japanese fans of Godzilla were really pissed off at it. And so they actually made a distinction between the American Godzilla and the Japanese Godzilla by just calling the American Godzilla Zilla, because the Godzilla is a whole lot more powerful and meaner than the American one. So he's got the God part of it, Godzilla. And, ooh, I can put a link over here in the doobly-doo for Godzilla Final Wars, which you see exactly how the Japanese people feel about our version. So yeah, my friends told me that they thought that was the greatest Godzilla movie, and I laughed in their face. I really like, you know, Godzilla movies, because, like, especially the Godzilla 2000, because literally the thing ends with him looking at the Godzilla, looking at the little guy who had tried to kill him this entire movie. He just goes, "Arrgh!" just like bashes the building that the guy's standing on, kills him, turns, walks off, and then does this big, gigantic, you know, fiery array of explosions everywhere in a big circle, and then does the big roar, and that's how the movie ends. It's awesome. So yeah, that's my vlog. Sorry that it's late. I'll try to get next week's up on time. I'd really appreciate some topic ideas. So you can either put it down here in my pants, okay, down in the comments, or send them to me through my form spring, or on the Smorgasvlog thread. So yeah, I'm out of here. I'll hopefully see you guys next Tuesday.